while we wait to hear what they have to say today, let's cross live now to Washington. Our correspondent Kethevane Gorjestani is covering all of these proceedings for us today. And Kethevane, clearly this is a highly symbolic moment, isn't it? The US president there walking up to address the nation from the very place where it was attacked a year ago.
Yes, and that's what's really striking is that the fact that he's doing that speech inside the United States Capitol, and you're seeing him walk those exact same halls that those rioters walked through when we saw those images a year ago of these people storming the United States Capitol. And he's going to make that speech in Statuary Hall, which is where you saw some of those rioters walking by and picking up statues and things from the United States Capitol. So the location is symbolic. And of course, the fact that the president is speaking along with his vice president really shows how important it was for the president, but for the Democrats as a whole, to really find a way to mark the anniversary of that attack on the Capitol, to show that this is not just some bad riot or some bad protest that turned into a riot, that this was something bigger that should be marked, that should be remembered. And that's what you're going to see the president do. He's going to try to really put that into the context of United States history. He's also going to talk and pay tribute to those members of law enforcement who tried to defend the Capitol and the people who were inside the building. And he's also going to talk about how the country moves forward, what lessons to learn, and how to protect and strengthen U.S. democracy. And of course, as the White House has told reporters, Joe Biden will be directly addressing the role, the responsibility of his predecessor, Donald Trump, in what happened on January 6th. The press secretary, Jen Psaki, saying that Joe Biden really took January 6th very personally. It's something that he really feels strongly about. And he saw January 6th as the tragic culmination. Those were the words of the press secretary, the tragic culmination of 4 years of Trump presidency. And so he really wants to address that. Jen Psaki was asked whether the president would mention Donald Trump by name. She said, you'll have to wait and see, but he probably doesn't need to say the name for everyone to know who he will be talking about.
Kethevane Gorjestani live in Washington for now. Thanks very much indeed.